when a woman is actually attracted to you, when she is actually sexually attracted to you, the treatment is going to be much more different than she treats other guys, okay? Than like 90% of the guys hovering. Okay, some other channels, red pill channels call them beta male orbiters. Now you guys know that I'm not much into the whole beta male, alpha male, whatever, but it is what it is. It is what it is. There are a multitude, there is a very large amount of men. Usually, this is usually how it goes. This is usually the scenario in general cases. There is a large amount of men that are vying for this particular woman's interest. They are quote unquote trying to gain or trying to attain her love or her companionship, what have you. And here's the harsh reality. This woman, right, is not going to see, not 9 out of 10 of those guys are not going to be attractive to her. So, obviously, if we're going with that ratio, then 90% of the guys that she interacts with are not going to be attractive to her. Even though they find her attractive, unfortunately, a lot of the times it's only a one-way street. But that small little tiny percent is towards the man that she does find attractive. Okay. And the way she treats him is obviously going to be a world of difference. I mean, sometimes the guys in her orbit, so to speak, we'll just say orbit for argument's sake, they'll think it's a different woman. Right? They're gonna think it's a different female by the way that she acts towards the other guy. And I'm gonna get into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks Midnight Podcast. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. So yeah, these other guys that I was talking about, the 90%, they will, if they could see, which they're probably not going to, of course, because let's just be honest, females, they keep this kind of stuff sneaky. The guy that they're actually messing with, the other guys probably would never know about him. Okay. But if they were to see how she treats him, they would think it's a whole other person. Okay. They would think it's another chick because they'll tell themselves, damn, hold on. She actually texts him first. She actually calls him first, as opposed to the other guys that they have to do all of that. They have to do all of the legwork, so to speak. They have to do all of the tedious, and they have to just do the grunt work, all the calling, and not to say that the guy she is attracted to, he's not doing that, but he's doing it on a very minuscule scale. But the other guys, they have to send her all type of DMs and send her all type of, cute little text messages and tell her how special and beautifuls and good morning queens, all of that typical stuff. And she's just looking at those text messages and she's just thinking in her head, damn, I wish it was Joe. We'll call him Joe. I wish it was Joe, the guy that she's attracted to, of course. I wish it was Joe sending me these text messages. Okay, I wish he would do that for a change. But instead it's Billy. Instead it's Danny. Shout out to my Billies and Dannies out there, right? So what happens is she will contact him because she's not going to be able to contain herself. See, the thing with females, and when they really like a guy, their emotions take over. So they're not all those little rules that they're trying to follow, all of those rules that they read or seen on YouTube and all that corny shit, that goes out the window. They just don't even, of course, they'll probably try that in the beginning, but like I said, their emotions are gonna take over because they're just super attracted to the guy, and they'll be like, "F all of that. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna try to see him." You know, she's gonna want to see the guy, the guy she's attracted to. She's gonna want to see him. She is actually going to want to meet up with him. She's actually going to want to be intimate. And there are, believe it or not, there's some men that find this very a very strange concept, because they're thinking in their head, because they've never really got that true attraction. They're thinking in their head they're the ones that always have to initiate everything, right? In their head, know that the chick is the one that lays back, that just sits back, and they have to move forward. They're the ones that are the aggressors all the time with everything, which to some extent on the man's part is true, right? Because we do we do have to be the aggressors. Even when a woman is super attracted to a man, she's probably not gonna go outright up to him and start chatting it up, right? She's gonna be hanging around him, maybe toss him a smile, linger around him, stare, gawk at him, right? And the man's gonna have to be the aggressor. So yes, in that aspect, the man does. But I'm talking about the men that she's not attracted to. They're gonna have to be extremely aggressive with everything. They're gonna have to pretty much keep the whole interaction. They're gonna have to carry it on their shoulders. Okay. And that's the thing. They're gonna have to carry the everything on their shoulders, from the conversation to the meeting up, right? To the intimacy, if that even ever happens. They're gonna have to carry that all on their shoulders, as opposed to the guy that she's actually into, as opposed to the guy that she's actually physically and sexually attracted to. She is going to initiate intimacy. All right. A lot of the times it's gonna be like an even exchange. She's going to be more than ready to, jump on him, right? She's she's the one that's gonna initiate the kissing and all of that. Of course the guy initiates it too, but even in that case, she's more than willing, she's more than happy to go on with it. Okay. But there's times, like I said, where she'll straight up initiate it. She'll straight up unzip the pants. She'll straight up, caress the guy, right? She's the one that's gonna be the aggressor, because she's that into him, right? She's just that sexually into him. If they're both sitting on a couch and the Netflix movie, and she's just like in her head thinking, "Oh my goodness, like I want him now," right? Type of deal. She's the one that's going to be like, "You know what? F this movie, right? F this Netflix series. I'm going to start kissing him on his neck." Okay? And like I said, even if the guy initiates it, she's going to be extremely willing, right? She's going to want it to happen. She's going to want him to kiss on her neck and do other things. I'm not going to get too deep in detail on YouTube, but you guys know what I'm talking about. We're all grown here. And she, see, in a nutshell, this is the main difference. This is how she's going to treat a guy that she's attracted to versus the one she's not. She's going to be extremely open and extremely just willing to interact with the guy she's attracted to. The guy that she's not attracted to is going to be a whole bunch of, "Oh no, I can't do it," and "Oh, maybe later," and "Oh, maybe I'll see," and "Oh, not tonight," and "Oh, I'm not that type of girl," right? Even though it's his like fifth time with this chick, right? She's going to be telling him, "I'm not that type of gal." As opposed to the guy that she is super into. Like the intimacy is gonna move along very quickly, right? And I might get some comments like, oh, especially from young ladies, like, oh, that's easy girls and stuff. Bro, trust me. Look, let me give you a scenario. If you are into a chick, if you are super into a chick, you're not gonna want to be like, oh no, I'm not that type of guy. And even though men and women do have some differences, right? And yes, I understand that young ladies don't want to seem easy, quote unquote, but just bear with me. You're not gonna be like, oh no, you can't, you can't do this with me, and I don't want to do that. You would say that to a chick that you're somewhat unattracted to, right? And of course, some young ladies, they are super attracted to, and they'll wait for the second night or so just because they don't want to seem too easy. But in any case, the intimacy is gonna flow. It's just gonna happen. Okay. Now with the guy she's not attracted to, and if it ever does happen, it's probably gonna happen because, hey, look, everything else didn't go as and I know this is unfortunate. I know this is kind of wrong or messed up, but the only reason a chick will get intimate with a guy she's kind of on the fence with is because the other guy just didn't fall through with him, or it was just a night. It was just one of those nights, and she's like, whatever, something to do. Feel me? So, in any case, you guys just need to look out. You guys need to pay attention to these signs to really figure out if she's with you or not. Okay. Hope you guys like this podcast.